For example, a state might have limits vis-a-vis, for example, capital, or especially financial capital these days. So it has become weaker vis-a-vis that, because capital can just punish states and move from most states anyway, and move from one country to another country, and by that threat, it can limit a state. But that doesn't mean that a state's power vis-a-vis labor, for example, is curtailed. So aspects of that power are also important. So empirically, one state might be constrained vis-a-vis, its treaty commitment or international organization, but that might be self-imposed limits or limits because it can't do without them. It is sort of compelled to. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have absolute power vis-a-vis its internal, adversaries and internal constituents, for example. So a lot of third world states, even though they are subservient to American imperialism, they are very powerful against their own people. And any challenge to their absolute powers within their own territory, for example, vis-a-vis those forces. So this aspect angle is important because that shows us that tells us the nature of those states. So they are a state, fully functioning state. They are fully functioning state only to the extent that they control certain elements towards which they have absolute power. But they are not fully functioning states, fully actualized state vis-a-vis other actors, for example, international actors or actors, outside its domain, for example, or dominion, for example. So that is important too. So